and welcome to another exciting episode of Trailer Cooking, and I am your humble host, Sev. Now, today we were in a store and we came across Larry the Cable Guy beer bread. Okay? Hey, honestly, looking at it, I love beer. And thinking about beer bread, and it looks a lot like cornbread. So I thought, that might be pretty good. Now the only thing you need for this is beer and butter. Hey, turns out I've got beer. Now, enter the commercial. Foster's, it's beer. So, we got really good tasting beer. And I figured, well, if I got an oil can of Foster's, and this only requires 12 ounces of beer, I figured, well, hey, if I got a big oil can, I gotta take 12 ounces out of it, put it in the beer batter, put 3 tablespoons of butter in there, and put it in the oven. I know. It's 105 degrees here in Tucson today. But, for beer bread, I'll deal with the oven. Yes, I will. And I've got Foster's. It's real beer. And that being said, we've got the stuff in the oven and it's cooking away. I want to also mention that you remember that chili that we have? I still have tons of it left. Tons of it left. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take that tons of chili left, and you can only have chili so many different ways. Not true. You can have chili in many different ways, as you saw this morning when I did the omelet. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to do some Tuna Helper. But instead of adding tuna, we're going to add chili! So we're going to have chili, tuna, and Foster's. It's beer. So there we go. And I'll give you a little bit more when we get everything rolling. Right now the bread is cooking. It's going to take 50 to 55 minutes. And I'll show you how to check it when it's ready. When it gets ready, it's the same thing it says on the box. I mean, the box is like real easy instructions. I mean, look how easy these instructions are. There's 3 parts to the instructions. So, even if you've had too much Foster's, it's beer. If you had too much of this is gonna be easy. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go and watch some TV while I wait for the bread. 3, 2, 1. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in the oven, and I've probably had too much of Foster's. It's beer. And bread's in the oven. Be done in 55 minutes. I'll see you then. Cheers, mate.
You know pretty much what the verdict will be.
Hi there, welcome back. Now our bread is just about done, so I thought maybe it should be about the time to start getting on to the other part of the meal. Remember I said we got lots of chili left? Well, I've got something interesting. Tuna Helper. I know you're thinking, Sev, you're crazy. Well, yes, I am kind of crazy. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the Tuna Helper. We're going to, instead of, as it says on the back here, 2 cans of tuna. Well, I got too much chili. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow the instructions exactly as it is on the box. Exactly. Because it will... Well, you're right, honey, not exactly. Because we're not going to put 2 cans of tuna in here. What we're going to do is put roughly a cup and a half of chili. So we're going to have Chili Helper. It's classic cheesy pasta. And that is what we're gonna be doing. So, got a few seconds, so I'm gonna let you pause for a minute.
Grandparents of young children, have you received this special notice from Gerber Life?
Hi there, here we are at the stove, and I hope you enjoyed that commercial. Please click on the commercials, please buy the stuff that the commercials say, do everything that you're told to do because that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, anyway, now I've got our stuff, it's all mixed up. We've got 1 1/3 cups hot water. Yeah, it was lukewarm. We got 2 cups of milk. That was cold. And 1/4 a cup of butter. Well, you know what? I like butter. I love my butter. So actually, it was 2/3 a cup of butter. And we don't have butter anymore, so it was margarine. And then I have a cup, which works out to... Okay, now we got our stuff is almost boiling. We've got the hamburger helper, and we're about ready to add the hamburger helper to our mixture. And that's going to be pretty easy because we got noodles and we got a sauce mix. Now, a sauce mix is basically the same thing as macaroni and cheese. It's fake cheese. But we have a boiling mixture of the milk and butter and water. Again, we're out of butter, so we're using margarine. Margarine, to me, my personal favorite, country crock. It's really good. I like my country crock. It tastes good. It tastes like butter, and it's not butter at all. So we're gonna make sure that this doesn't overboil, which is it's trying to do. So if you just notice that you're overboiling, the best way to do it is to blow on it. All you have to do is blow on it and you'll bring it down from a boil. That way you can continue to cook, and of course turn your heat down. If you're starting to overboil, definitely turn the heat down, and before it reaches to the top of the pan and goes over and makes a huge mess, just give it a good blow job. I know what you're thinking, Sev, that was a sexual innuendo. Yes, it was, but in cooking, a blowjob is something entirely different. So don't go there, you sick little pervert, you. Anyway, got my cheese. I'm going to open it up with a knife, because to open it with a knife is a hell of a lot better than opening it up with anything else. Well, unless you got scissors. I'm just going to pour that right in there and stir it up. That's what the instructions said. And then we're just going to go ahead and, I'm not even sure what that was, but we're going to break it up. Yeah, we're going to turn it up.